head, hair right hand. Internally my mind reciting, thinking about where you brought me from gets me excited. And I want the world to know I'm grateful. Cause every time I reflect, I can't forget my state of mind, so much regret. Before you brought me out of self, and Lord, I'm so thankful. Since walking in the splendor of you, there's nothing more that I would rather do than commit my everything, my all in all, towards what you call me to do. In return, you provide me with joy and peace. I just love how it flows all through me. You're my everything. All praises, Father, to you for calling me into divine
destiny. Got me on fire. It's our time. We're building empires. We praise you and thank you, oh Father, for the victory.
Brother and sister, go through God to get to me. Otherwise my touch is priceless, you can't afford me. I'm grateful, thankful, grateful for a pure heart. Call me blessed, holy, set apart, not by form or fashion. I'm living godly. The outside don't count, it amounts to nothing. Only what's done for Christ will stand against the test of time. Thank you, Father, victory is mine.
In my lifetime, I cried countless tears, but they don't compare to the release when the soul is free. And now my heart sings, knowing I was chosen. He took a broken vessel to serve the King, the Kings. I'm an addict for his love, he's my drug of choice. He's so faithful on his grace, I gladly OD. He gave hope to the hopeless, lost, he gave me focus. My beacon in the night, that's why I owe my life. Divine destiny.
We at war. We at war with terrorism, racism, but most of all, we at war with ourselves. God, show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. You know what the Midwest is, young and restless, but restless might snatch your necklace, and next these might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell these who Kanye West is. I walk through the valley of the shadow where death is. Top floor, if you alone will leave you breathless. Try to catch it, it's kinda hard getting choked by the Texas, yeah, and I check the method. They be asking us questions, harass and arrest us, saying we eat pieces of like you for breakfast, huh? Y'all eat pieces of what's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. A trunk full of coke, rental car from Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus could save us. Well, mama, I know I act the fool, but I'll be gone to November, I got packs to move. I hope God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now.
Yeah, real talk, real talk. It's your boy Double G, aka God's gift, all up in a place to be. Shout out to all my friends, fans, and family, those that truly support your boy in the world of entertainment. We all know it is a world of twists and turns. If you don't learn, you will get burned. Yeah, real talk, real talk. Yeah, man, I just thought I'd open up a little bit, you know, with a little bit of real. Shout out to my family members, Divine Destiny in the building. That's what it is. That's what it is, fam bam. Just a talented group of individuals bringing it. That's what it is, fam bam. I give a shout outs to my youngest nephew, Day Anthony, and to all my peoples on lockdown behind the enemy's compound, supporting your boy on the all new platform called The Show. That's what it is, fam bam. That's what it is. Yes. Man, it's just a pleasure to be up here in the beautiful city of Inglewood, doing it like we love to do on every Monday. Shout out to the boss, Mr. Kevin Nash, for blessing us with this opportunity on the Accelerated Radio Network. That's what it is, fam bam. And our social media affiliates, iHeartRadio, Yikes, and TuneIn. That's what it is, fam bam. So I'll tell you what it is, man. Let's go ahead and take this commercial break, and we're going to come back and officially start the all-new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, you're about to know. Yeah.
articles, embedded music videos, digital business cards, getting mean green, a letter from the editor, 2 steps ahead of you, stand and look, what a truth, came to change the game, on the scene, Creative Artists Magazine team, sharing a beautiful world of art from worlds apart, different shades and color like the dark. We pop shots, we pop bottles, we pop shots with hot top models. What up, troops? Stay in the loop with all types of articles, all types of fashions. Creative Artists Magazine, yo man, now that's happening. Real talk. What up, troops?
Go to work. We got a new song right here by Double G and Nephew Michael, the one and only.
Real shit. This heat by Smokey Lane got me deranged. Reckless driving with my woofers turned up in my range. Haters in the game be stressing my name, but they turn up the radio when Double G spitting that flame. I'm the last of a lot. They want my autograph a lot. I seen her tits and that ass as I smashed up the block. She said she was single, so I had to put that ass on lock. Anybody tripping, I'ma hit your motherfucking ass on this block. I'm king salt toxic. When I was locked up, I used a lock and a sock to knock your block quick. I keep a vest to protect my chest and my vest. I ain't trying to be the guest of honor being laid to rest. Niggas is a mess. They will come shoot up your nest and have the nerve to come and pay your last respects with a kiss of death. Here comes the po-pos, ready or not. Red tape, yellow tape, niggas can't leave the block. As the world keeps on spinning, I smile and keep on grinning. That faith in my craft since the very beginning. Positive that sooner or later I'll be winning. Now I'm swimming in jacuzzis filled with women in them. Positive is how I chose to do it. Major heels and drama, damn sure been through it. The day after tomorrow I'm gonna blow up. Ain't no sense in the competition, even trying to measure on top. Drop to the bottom, hating don't stop. Gotta know how to block 'em, the game don't change. Gotta know how to make it. Stay away from snakes, rearrange how you thinking. I done been on the block, many niggas killed. Trying to make it for a family, mom foot the bill. You die for a street that you don't even own. And when you hit the pen, a low song is on. Ain't too many niggas left.
Yeah, we are back here live in living color, doing it like no other on the all-new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, now you know. That's what it is, fam, and that's what it is. Yes, opportunity is knocking, fam, and we are looking to network in partnership with fellow entrepreneurs, CEOs, businessmen, businesswomen, looking to advertise and promote their business and venues here on the all-new platform called The Show. That's what it is, fam, fam. And I'm just grateful just to, be blessed with the opportunity to come here on every Monday and just speak with the listeners, live in living color, because, I'm saying nothing is guaranteed. So that's what it is. So for the people who don't know, tonight we are streaming live from my Facebook page, which is Tony Rush, and we are also streaming from my YouTube channel, Double G, aka God's Gift. So that's what it is, fam bam. That's what it is. And before we go any further, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, just for saving a wretched wreck like me. There's nothing I've done to deserve this glorious opportunity, but I'm just so grateful for him blessing me with that, opportunity. And that's what it is. I just got to keep it 100, and that's what we do here on the all new platform called The Show, man. That's what it is, man. And you know what? And I also want to give a heartfelt thank you to all the beautiful listeners, a whole lot of beautiful people who just take the time out of very, very busy schedules to tune in and to support your boy. So that's what it is. That's what it is, fam. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, family. Without further ado, man, because the hour gets away from us so far, we have VIPs with the S in the building. So that's not one, but two in the building, and that's what it is, family. And, I just, man, first of all, I just want to thank this beautiful person right here, because this young lady is always keeping your boy Double G in the loop, and you may be familiar with her commercial drop, Creative Artists Magazine. So we have the CEO in the building, the lovely Pauline Samuels. Say what's up to the family this evening, young lady.
Hi, family. It's Pauline Samuels, editor-in-chief of Creative Artists Magazine.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And you know what? I just had to have her say what's up to the family because she's always bringing VIPs and family members into the building. So as you know, the listeners know, your boy Double G is from the city by the sea, aka Long Beach. All my music is Long Beach. I'm just a fan born and raised in the city. And tonight, man, God is so good. Tonight, we have the man who has made so many people famous in the city by the sea. I mean, I'm talking about Mr. VIP Records in the building. Without further ado, young man, can I get you to say what's up to the family here on the all-new platform called The Show, please?
Family, what's up? Kevin Anderson here, owner of the world-famous VIP Records on the east side of Long Beach.
That's what it is. That's what
44
it is.
years on the block.
Yeah.
I've probably seen a few things and heard a few things and might have helped a few people along the way.
Yes.
But I'm happy to be here, my brother. Thanks for inviting me out.
Man, thank you for carving a little piece of the time clock of the day because I know your time is so valuable. And I'm like, wow, man. I remember, I bought my first CD, my first tape or cassettes. Oh, wow. That's how far you go back.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when my boy RBX had the signing at the VIP Records. I remember when Snoop Dogg filmed his video, What's My Name? At VIP Records. Young man, how you feel about that?
Yeah, that's like 27, 28 years ago. So
wow.
We are telling our ages around here.
Man.
But in the I would say late 80s, I carved out a little space in the back of VIP Records and set up a makeshift studio. And back then, we used to be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays and 10 a.m. to midnight on the weekend. And at any given time, you could go into that back room and it'd be flooded with guys, learning to rap, learning to sing, dance, learning to be a producer, even learning to be a comedian.
Yeah.
So we had it really popping in the back of VIP in the late 80s and early 90s that led to a lot of people getting their first start in the music business. Man,
it was just a pleasure. And like I say, man, oh my goodness, man. And I remember when my boy RBX had his signing there. I was like, name names. Yeah, it's a lot of names. Once you start naming names, you're gonna leave somebody out. But go ahead and drop a few names because the names everybody already know. Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, Warren G.
Right.
But they don't know that Biggie also.
Yeah, well,
touchdown in VIP.
Yeah, I mean, VIP and. It wasn't just the Long Beach store, but VIP Records as a chain.
Mm-hmm.
The record labels and company and distributors, when they sign a new artist and stuff, and they take them on their retail run, all of the VIP stores was always on the docket and stuff. So, I tell people jokingly, but seriously, we always was involved in the artists launching their career and stuff. As far as we had them when they was called R&B artists. Once they became pop artists, then we never saw them anymore. Unfortunately. But then that was our role and stuff, and I was able to accept that because we didn't have the strength of a warehouse, Music Land, and Music Plus, but they didn't have the knowledge that we had.
Exactly.
So, I could go to a listening party and say, oh shit, I'm gonna order 1,000 of that because I heard it, not because anybody had asked for it. So one thing about independent record store owners and one of the things that made us so great in the past that we didn't just sell the merchandise, we reviewed it.
Yeah.
And a lot of time we were better at picking the first singles than the record company and stuff.
Man, so you guys
were that connected with the retail community.
Wow, you guys were involved in the artist development.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to look at a format like rap music. I don't know about other areas. I don't know about the East Coast and all of that stuff. But I know for the West Coast, had it not been for independent retail, it wouldn't have never got off the ground and stuff. I'm telling you, and I'm
That's
telling
right.
you because I know that. Because
right.
out here, radio didn't play it. Record labels didn't believe in it. They said it was a fad. It's here now, but it'll be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
But early rap music was based on songs that we already knew and loved. A James Brown beat, come on now. A Rick James, a Zap track.
Yeah.
So I mean, all they needed was a little hook and say a few words, and you had to hit records and stuff because the music drew you in. And the hook is something that you always remember and could repeat. Matter of fact, when you came in the record store, that's all you knew was the hook. So you didn't know verses. So because of our ability to market and push stuff in store, and the fact that there was no freedom of movement for rappers. If you the hardest rapper in Long Beach, you just the hardest rapper in Long Beach. It ain't like you could go 8 miles to Compton. Say, hey, check me out, because they're going to ask you where you from.
Real talk.
In a minute and stuff. So there was no freedom of movement, so your music couldn't get around. So what we did as independent retail stores, and we had stores all over LA County, Compton, Inglewood, West LA. At a time we had one in Pasadena.
Wow.
So we was able to hit all of these areas because if something is popping at the Inglewood store, they're going to tell me about it, and I'm going to drop it, vice versa and stuff. So that's how we got a chance to do it. And me, one of my favorite finds was Too Short.
Wow.
Now, Too Short, not that I found him as an artist, but I made him king of Long Beach for a while.
Hey now.
Because it was someone from the Bay Area, someone from Long Beach that lived in the Bay. And every time they would come visit, they would bring a Too Short cassette. And once I listened to it, I'm like, dang, man, that's hard. So what I did was I made copies of it. That brother that sits at King Park all day drinking beer, playing dominoes with that giant boom box, I gave him a copy. The brother that's running up and down the street in this lowrider, music so loud till it make your ears bleed. See, those are my marketing guys. I give them free music.
Free marketing.
I give them free music because they bumping it on the street, and the streets are saying, man, where I get that? And they just pointing the VIP. And
Exactly. I mean, because I know I bought any music that I needed. I bought it from VIP Records, from the cassettes to the CDs. I've purchased it at VIP, so I already know.
Right.
if you're looking for, and you still used to have the 45, the vinyl. You had it all. It was like a one-stop.
Exactly.
Everything.
Yeah, we definitely. This is actually my 50th year in the retail.
Oh, congratulations!
Business. I worked in it for 7 years, and I've been an owner for 43 years. So I started my debut was in 1972.
Hey now.
So I learned. I worked for my brother for 7 years, who taught me that from the A to the Z of this business, and every phase of it, and a lot of stuff that I did in Long Beach is stuff that I saw him do in LA, because he recorded the first ever Ice-T record.
Wow.
He used to pick up Dr. Dre to bring him up to Dick Griffith's studio to mix and scratch on projects.
Wow. What's brother's name?
Cletus Anderson.
That's
the
right.
founder of VIP
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
The greatest retail mind ever. And even back then, he worked with guys like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. When they first came out here to the West Coast, he used to go pick them up because, he found out that they were hell of a producers and, was deaf on creating tracks and stuff. So he used to kick it with them or work with them. But I saw him do, amazing thing. It's records that he was involved with that still playing on the radio now. I don't know if you remember Captain Rap and stuff. He had a song called Bad Times.
Okay.
Bad Times is still playing in clubs all over the world and stuff.
Okay.
All over the world.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know it. In June of 1978, when we first opened the Long Beach store, in our first round of employees, there was Roger Clayton. A lot of people don't know that the first set of Technique 1200 that he was spinning on was at VIP.
Amen.
And 6 months later, after he opened VIP, January of '79, I bought it from him. So Roger still remained there with me for maybe about a year before he went off. So Roger Clayton, the co-founder of Uncle Jam Army, got it started at VIP Records.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that VIP Records is where DJ Quick decided on what he wanted to do in life. And I actually didn't know back when he used to hang out there. I didn't know it until one day he told me, he said, do you know I decided on what I wanted to do in life at your store? I'm saying, yeah, right, sure.
Wow.
And he told me the situation. He said, yeah, you had a cat there they called DJ Slice. I said, yes, Slice was one of the producers. He said, well, he had took Zap Computer Love and flipped it and put a beat on it, and this guy was rapping to it. And I said, oh, yeah, GQ Steve and DJ Slice. He said to me that day, he said, I took all of my dope money and went and bought an SB 1200 drum machine, and Slice kind of taught him the basics.
Yeah.
He said, my life haven't stopped since. And that was probably like album number 2 or 3 of his when he
Wow.
gave me that.
And you know what? For the listeners, my man Keith Slice, you know what I'm saying? So that's his name, rest in peace. Keith has gone home to be with the Lord. But I got my first beat from Keith Slice. He's one of the I got my first beat from Slice. Wow. And then also another one of my childhood buddies, LC from Long Beach Most Wanted. Those are two young men who had the pleasure of being under your tutelage over at VIP Records. Would you like to speak on that, family?
Well, yeah. I mean, LC, Slice, they are the one that made it happen in the back room and stuff. Music business for me was good. My thing was, I really opened that studio to kind of curb the gang violence in Long Beach because 20s and Insane was off the chain in the late 80s and 90s. And I got tired of too many young kids that I knew and loved was getting killed and stuff on a weekly basis. And so I had been a part of the Compton movement with Easy and NWA, and even before that with Tyler T and Miss Master Spade.
Ooh, the Batarang.
All of that. So I played a big part in that. And after that, the next big movement was the Bay Area. Too Short, E40, The Click, RBL, Posse, Totally Insane, all of those cats. And so, I played a big part of that. I said, man, I need to see if I can do something for my hood. And so I hooked up with Sir Jinx. Now, I don't even know how he found me, but Sir Jinx came in one day. He said, I heard you want to open a recording studio. I'm saying, yeah. He said, well, I can help you. So he invited me over to his house.
Wow.
And we went in the bedroom, and he said, you know what that is right there? I'm saying, no, I don't have a clue. He said, what's called an SP 1200 drum machine. He says, virtually a studio. Wow. So he said, if you get one of them and a couple other pieces, most of the stuff you already got, cassette deck, you got turntables, so we can do this. And so, and then he said, I'm Dre's cousin. So I really didn't have a relationship with Dre, but I know my brother Cletus did. And I did something unheard of. We left his house around Van Ness and Imperial Highway in that general area. And we went down on Hawthorne Boulevard to the Guitar Center. And I paid $2,500 brand new for a SP 1200 drum machine, brand new.
Wow.
And gave it to a kid I don't even really know.
Wow.
So I gave it to him on the basis that he was Dre's cousin, and I knew that Dre and the VIP family was all good and stuff. So I gave it to him. And I would say about 3 months later, he came back. He said, okay, I'm ready. And he had mastered it. Because one of the things that he told me, he said, Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that. The closest I can get to this drum machine is over Dre's shoulder. He won't even let me touch it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I'm investing money in a kid that's admitted to me that he don't know how to use the drum machine. But he said, you know, I'm sure I can master it. And it was about 3 months later when he came. I didn't hassle him. I ain't nothing and stuff. He came back with the drum machine. We set up the makeshift studio.
Wow.
He kind of taught Slice and LC a little of the basic, and they took it from there and stuff, man. We just grew and grew.
Wow.
Back in the day,
Jesus.
Jamie Foxx used to be back there. He wanted to be down. Yeah, Jamie wanted to be down with one of the cliques. Yeah, he did the line block clique and stuff, you know.
Wow.
He'd be chanting, woo, Long Beach. Oh yeah, let me hear you say woo. And Jamie used to do that chant too, back in the day. But you know, a lot of people, man, there, and you know, the big in-stores we had with everybody from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, yeah. He was.
Cool
A lot of
J.
people don't realize Shaq was an artist.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shaq, I went to
Yeah, you did
in-store.
have his album Outstanding at VIP.
Oh,
You
yeah.
sure did.
Yeah. Straight playing and stuff, man. We used to the club. That was a club hit.
Yeah.
Stuff, so
Outstanding.
yeah, yeah.
Matter of fact, bring up Outstanding. You know what? Let's let him marinate on this on this very VIP interview with Mr. VIP from the City by the Sea.
Man, and see, that's just it. You know, sometimes I have to be quiet and let you ask me questions, because when I started trying to explain 50 years to you and stuff, see, I ain't talked about before rap, hanging out with the Dramatics, the Enchantment, the Flowers, New Birth.
Oh, see, I need you to hold on to that. Hold on to that right there. We gonna definitely, the fans want to hear all of that. All of that. Let's take this little commercial break right here, and we're gonna come back here and finish chopping up with Mr. VIP from the City by the Sea, all up in the place to be on the all new platform called This Show. If you didn't know, you're about to know. Yeah.
I was born 3672, I think it's on the Wednesday. Hell to the moon, just like Kuta King. Tech, that means I'm blessed from the get-go. Moms, you never let go. Dad, thanks for raising me right, bro. You gave me confidence to stop the nonsense. Didn't live in Bel Air like the Fresh Prince. Times are hard, times are rough. Didn't have Toys R Us toys, but I had enough love. Plus the guidance from above. To go to the park, sweat, push and shove. Made it in before dark like you told me. Didn't do it a few times, the dad had to scold me. Pray for my safety. I know how you was feeling, feeling when you reeling, into drug dealing. Remember when you asked me this one day, who I wanna be? Like I said, Dr. J. And you said good, now you gotta go. Take the damn ball and slam it to the hole. Mom cracked a smile, daddy gave a frown. I said to myself, I can't let them down. So make way, I'm coming in for a landing. Nothing's gonna stop me from being outstanding. I'm outstanding. Now let's skip to the time when I was 15. Shackers in the house, no shackers on the scene. Now my name's in papers, girls call the vapors. Kids look up to me like a skyscraper. Now a role model, I mean a role figure. Then I ask myself, can I get any bigger? My dreams coming true, but coming true slowly. Didn't I remember what mom and dad told me? Remember this, son, you are the one, shoot your gift like a gun and never forget where you come from. You're young, gifted, and black. If they can't say Shaquille O'Neal to make them scream Shaq, like the fans do when the stands do when I freak the funk on the dumpster. From high school to college, you get enough knowledge.
In New York, it's coming. In Detroit, it's coming. In LA, it's coming. No, it's here. The Veteran. The Veteran.
Went through my past.
Drug busters, you better beware and don't turn your head as if you don't care.
Because they got it.
They got it. They say they got you right in their hands and they don't need no proof. They say they sick and is a waste. But yeah, rock man, you'll see it soon, and you won't hear snatch, you'll hear a boom.
Yeah, the Batarang. What y'all know about the Batarang? Real talk. Man, I'm telling you, all that music just streamed through VIP. Man, you put a lot of people up on a lot of game. That's what it is, family.
Wow. Work.
Man.
We took that Batarang track and made the Crip Jam, which is a Long Beach. That's a legendary track for the hood. You know? Definitely did the Crip Jam.
Man, just so much talent has just passed through those doors right there on Pacific Coast Highway and Martin Luther King, the legendary location.
Ice Cube then did shoots there.
Real talk.
Yeah. Everybody pretty much, like I say, if you coming out, you gotta expect to come through VIP and stuff, and not just a Long Beach location, but as a chain that was serious about what we do, and we always wanted to be the best, in the game, and we caught the ears and eyes of the major labels long time ago because they were wondering how are these stores selling all this music and no radio play. Because we had in-store play in the 70s. Like VIP Long Beach is the most famous store, but the best VIP store hands down was on 28th and Crenshaw. Because we had celebrity fan base, we had artists, we had entertainers, we had athletes.
I never knew. I thought there was one location. I never knew you had multiple locations. See, you learn something new every day.
VIP Long Beach was like store number 8.
What? What? Wow.
VIP was founded in 1967 on 108th and Broadway in South Central. And that's a famous corner because on that corner it's a boxing gym that's upstairs. There's a lot of the classic old school boxers used to train there. So we started there in 67. In 70 we moved from Broadway to Main Street. And in 72 when I came out here fresh out of high school, that's when we started opening up multiple stores. First store we opened up was on Vernon and Figueroa near USC in that area. Then my brother bought a store in Pasadena on Orange Grove and Fair Oaks. And then we opened up 28th and Crenshaw. And that's when VIP really blew up. And like I said, that's when he ran into Dre. That's when he ran into all of these guys. And we had artists like, that used to come there, like Barry White shop there, Red Fox shop there. Red Fox used to come up in his Rolls Royce and he'd buy like a box, an album. And he said, can you take this to McCall Young fella and give me like a $10 tip or something? But Red Fox, the Soul Train dancer used to be there, Rerun and all those guys used to be there. We had a showcase window on Crenshaw Boulevard that my brother would actually put dancers in the window, and girls be up there dancing in the window and all kind of accidents.
VIP? Wow, I never knew.
Yeah.
Wow.
And see, like I said, my brother, he was like, he used to study successful people. And see, that's a problem with us. We don't look to the success, and so we hang out with our buddies too much that ain't doing nothing in life and stuff, instead of studying people that's doing something and want to try to figure out how they doing it. Well, my brother always wanted to figure out how the hell Tower Records on Sunset is got all of these people lined up to go in there and stuff. So that's the reason why we start having billboards on the outside of the building. He got that from Tower, so we blew that up on 28th and Crenshaw because we had a huge building and billboards up on everybody and stuff. And on Crenshaw, we had in-stores with people like George Clinton and the whole band. We had in-stores with people like Stevie Wonder used to come. We had in-stores with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. I mean, just dramatics, people like that. So, like I said, when I brought the game to Long Beach, I just did what I saw my brother do for many, many years. So, We
wow.
You know, we made things happen.
I'm really.
We were the first record store that had a guy that his job was the DJ. I mean, he didn't have to sell on the floor. He wasn't a cashier. All he had to do was, when you come in the store and you tell me I want Kool in the Gang, okay, so everybody, if you say you want Kool in the Gang, he gonna drop Confunction. If you ain't bobbing your head to it, he gonna drop Cameo. So within what you buying, let us know what type of music you like. So now we're gonna slap you upside the head with all of that. So that's why we were able to do that suggested buying.
I remember that.
Now, I used to be embarrassed. You remember how people used to get their check on the 1st and the 15th?
Yeah, I remember those days.
Okay. Well, people would come in there and I would have to ask them, have you paid your rent yet? Because music is so powerful until you can get a person rolling and stuff. And it's like every time they say, I want that, well, we got to go to the next thing. We'll drop something else. And they like, oh, man, you got that? Yeah. So it was a lot of fun, man. But, you know, we would have people say, you know, you work here tomorrow? He said, no. He would say, I ain't coming back here if you here because you just take all my money.
Man.
But they be looking for you as soon as they get back, man. So, you know, we had many, many great years in the business when it was a lot of fun and stuff. So,
man, you know. And you know what? And just speaking on, you know, one of the many supporters, the many, oh my goodness, I can speak for so many people who has come through. But, you know, one of my favorite artists that has come through VIP was Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg, Warren G. So he got this song called A Party We Will Throw. You know, I want to take a commercial break, and we got some more family members coming up in here. We're going to get them set up. But, you know, I just want to just thank you for your contribution and everything that you've done for the city. You know, spoken or unspoken on, because I mean, you've done so many things, and I just want to give you your credit live on the air. And we got iHeartRadio, Yikes, TuneIn, the Accelerated Radio Network. Mr. Kevin Nash is listening. So I want to give you your props, and this is a pleasure just to, you know, just to network with you. I've seen you a couple of times at Roscoe's Jazz Lounge. Before we take this commercial break, would you like to comment on Roscoe's Jazz Lounge, please?
Yes. So right now, every first and third Wednesday of the month, we are at Roscoe's Jazz Lounge. We have a live band that's performing classic R&B hits, and it's a great great midweek place to get out of the house, come out, have a few drinks, listen to some great music, do a little partying. So, you know, the environment there is wonderful. You got good and safe parking. So it's a great place, you know, nice venue. So, like I said, we have live band. I even play music sometime during the break. Yes. But yeah, you need to come out and join us. It's only $10 cover charge to get in. The money that we raise there is going towards finding a new home for the world famous VIP record sign, which is an official historic landmark in the city of Long Beach. Long Beach has 220 something historic designation. It's only 2 that's black, and it's only 1 that's owned by a black person, and that's a VIP record sign.
Man, we support that 2,000%. So that's what that is. We're going to speak on that every week from here on out on our new platform called The Show. Let's go ahead and take this commercial break. We got family members in the building. We got to go ahead and get them set up and go ahead and get them in here on our new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, you're about to know. Giga.
Music articles, embedded music videos, digital business cards, getting mean green, a letter from the editor, 2 steps ahead of you, stand and look, what a truth, came to change the game, on the scene, Creative Artists Magazine team, sharing a beautiful world of art from worlds apart, different shades and color like the dark. We pop shots, we pop bottles, we pop shots with hot top models. What up, troops? Stay in the loop with all types of articles, all types of fashions. Creative Artists Magazine, yo man, that's happening. Real talk. What up, troops? Stay in the loop.
As I travel this lonely gangster road, just me and my Negro, we still got bum hydro. We just doubling it in the night balls. That's when young girls go home. Big girls put on small clothes. A party we will throw. Party we will throw now.
Yeah, all I need is the chronic to keep me fit. A bad chick, a project apartment and 2 pits. Red chucks, a red bic to keep my cush lit. Thank God for what I get, but never really need the trick. I'm a hustler, homie, that's how I got this red Bentley. Slayed the competition and told him that Dre sent me. Walk through the smoke like, what up, loc? Cause Warren always got that bomb.com that make me choke. We gon' twist up 8 for Nate. Blow the smoke through the clouds in hopes that it reaches the pearly gates now. How many thugs wanna throw up a dub and be surrounded by the baddest chickens up in the club? Yeah, it's the math, blood 6s on the app. Cuz Phantom got your girl cat wetter than my bathtub. Hit it all night, wake up at 6. Lil' mama grab your bag and get ghosts.
As I travel this lonely gangster road, just me and my Negro, we still got bum hydro. We just doubling it in the night balls. That's when young girls go home. Big girls put on small clothes. A party we will throw. Party we will throw now.
Click clack, what up? Zigzag, blunt up. Knick knack, patty whack, twisting up a fat sack. Tic tac, toe up. I be in them streets like an intersection. I got connections from every section. Critical.
Yeah, that's that Nate Dogg Warren G music right there. You already know that's that VIP music right there. Real talk, real talk. Yes, man, we have some family members in the building. Creative artists. Representing Real Talk, Real Talk. Pauline Samuel, she pulling up with the VIPs in the building. We have a young man right here who would like to introduce himself to the family. Without further ado, family, can I get you to speak to the family, please?
My name is Shaya Rosar, a Rosar Design clothing brand.
All right, all right. That's what I'm talking about.
It's my assistant that makes sure that I'm protected to make sure that nobody...
I like that.
My brand.
There you go.
I like that. All right, then introduce yourself to the family.
Azucena Chinchilla.
Well, one more time, please.
Azucena
All right.
Chinchilla, and I've been working with Shaya for about 7 years.
Oh,
wow, longevity.
Oh yeah, that's some.
That's what I'm talking about. So before we go any further, can you bless the listeners because they like to, follow your websites, web links. Where can they Google and find some of your things while they're sitting here listening to us?
Well, you can find it on Rosar Designs. That's my Instagram.
Okay.
But a lot of things right now, honestly, is very exclusive. So we're coming out with the whole entire clothing brand. So it's coming.
I heard that.
It's custom made. So a lot of things that I do are one of a kind. So I don't really have it right now for the public, but it's coming.
It's on there. That's right. That's right. It's on its way. That's what I'm talking about.
And you can get a sneak peek if you go to the Creative Artists Magazine website and click on that book. He's in there showing off some of his designs in a little bio.
I knew I seen, exactly. Creative Artists Magazine. That's what it is, family. And we family because we Creative Artists Magazine family members, family. So, family, I just want to ask you a question. What is your inspiration? What inspires you to do what you do, family?
Everything I do, honestly, is I see a lot of what my people go through and suffering. And God blessed me through my journey because I pray to God a lot. So when I wake up, He makes sure that I can create something new.
Wow.
What I do. And I'm not just saying this because I feel like saying this. I say this for my spirit and my soul.
There you go.
I've been through a lot of things in my life and a lot of things through my journey through the pandemic allowed me to design so much beautiful pieces, literally speaking.
Wow.
So I don't have one of a kind pieces, but unfortunately everything is one of a kind. I just don't design clothing I design, clothing, furniture.
Masterpieces.
He has a studio too.
Yeah, where's your studio, family?
It's downtown LA, but the beautiful thing about it is this. Today I was gifted with a woman who I met in Beverly Hills, and I can say this, who told me, and she said this to me, she said, listen, you're not going to just be Rosar Designs.
Wow.
I'm going to change this to Rosar Beverly Hills. So
Hey.
your brand is going to be Rosar Beverly Hills, and I'm going to help you build that to the next level, because I feel that what you've been doing, you have to step your game up to the next level.
Wow.
To reach the mass of what you do. And I met her this morning. I can say that on this mic.
Wow.
I don't know if I should say that.
You know, that sounds like the same thing Pauline Samuels told me. She said she's going to bless me to take me to the next level. I mean, you know, just to school me in the world. You know, she blessed me to be in the metaverse. She blessed me with a digital business card. So I can relate to the joy that you feel.
I met her yesterday. I went to an event yesterday.
The white party?
No, I was at the W Hotel yesterday. Okay. For a pageant event for all these different international pageant events.
Wow.
Black person there. So they kept coming to me and said, hey, excuse me, are you a designer? Yeah, I'm the only black designer here. So, of course, so I'm not being cynical or anything. So, like I was explaining to her, anytime somebody give you that credibility, they see something in you. It doesn't matter what they see. I say I'm a designer. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful that they stepped to me to even see something about you, to even say these things to you.
Yeah.
As a black man, I got dreads. I didn't say I was the best dressed person there, but everywhere I go, and she can be a testament, everywhere I go, they say these things. So it showed me that you have a gift, and you better utilize what God gave you.
Your path is ordained.
Right, and it has nothing to do with you being a black man with these white people. But I understand this. I can't say it.
You're good.
I understand
You're
it,
good.
no.
You're good.
But I understand this because you know I'll cuss my ass off if you know. But I understand. But with me, I can go to any function where people every single day say, "Excuse me, hey, are you a designer?" You know what I say? What I say?
He usually says.
She's trying to be honest. She's like, yo.
No, he usually just.
See, I cuss it.
They usually ask him, "Are you wearing your own designs?" Because
Every day.
they usually want to purchase them. So it has been a blessing. They usually come to the. We have a store, not a store, but it's more like a small little fashion store in downtown LA. And then he has his apartment, and it's filled up with a lot of clothes. And they're just like, when they come to the apartment, they're just like, "Oh, we see why you're always dressed up nice, because there's just so much inventory." He literally just.
Let me go further. So.
He goes,
He's a fashion designer.
No, basically, it boils down to this. This is my reality. Over the years, I created so much product. I did not know where to go. Sometime right now, I still don't know where to go. A lot of people are stepping to the plate to say, "Yo, I made this outfit Saturday, an hour before the black and white party."
That outfit you're wearing right now?
Yes, Saturday.
Okay.
Just an hour to go somewhere.
Okay.
So when I make things that fast, they're like, "You didn't make that like that." Yes, I did.
Wow.
Because my life is like this. I don't really have time to play because
I like that.
things is moving too fast. I'm trying to get my friends, so-called friends, aboard. So when I met the lady today in Beverly Hills this morning, she told me, she said, "Listen, if your friends are moving with you aboard, you need to get them out of your way because they're wasting your time. Time is important. That accident that happened on La Brea was time. I don't have time to be playing with people.
Wow.
Seriously, I don't have time to be playing with her. If you want to get on board and let's make a movement.
Real
Stop
talk,
playing
real
with
talk.
me and leave me alone. Because I really want to be left alone.
We're going to let them marinate on that one for a quick second. We're going to come back here. We're going to take us a commercial break. And we're going to come back, finish chopping up with the VIPs up in the place to be, because everybody is all on point with what they're talking about here on the all-new platform called The Show. We're going to come back and let them say their finals on the all-new platform. If you didn't know, you're about to know. Get ya!
Strong beat.
They step to me, try to spray.
American gang.
This is a Long Beach thing.
This is a Long Beach thing, an American gang. You niggas be rapping, but y'all be sounding the same. Change your lane, bring more to this hip hop game. This is a Long Beach thing, a Long Beach thing. This is a Long Beach thing, an American gang. Don't care what you do, homie, do your thing. Bring the pain, or else walk around the shame. This is a Long Beach thing, a Long Beach thing.
Yo, check it out. All I wore, the black man from the flatland filled with diamonds and rupees. Since my birthday, God been trying to school me on how this man from a foreign land was gonna try to do me. You want to see me driving the old whip like in the movie Miss Ruby, talking about the shit some civic duty. Throwing me kibbles and snacks like my name was Shaggy and
It's
Scooby.
a pity when you live in your city and all your are grimy and gritty. You know the money and pain changes things. You just be losing your brains. I'm losing my mind. Think we all lost this time. Give me respect and homie, I'ma give it right back. Love you in fact, nobody ever told you that. Though, pass the hand in the blow, letting them know M's about to let this go. Never bang, I'm down with that hustling, man. Money, power, respect, in the bulletproof vest. Cause the
We are back here live and living color, doing it like no other on the all-new platform called The Show. What a dynamite show. God is so good, blessing us with the VIPs. Speaking of VIP family, would you like to holler at that family before we get up out of here?
Oh, yeah. So, hey, man, thanks for having me out, brother. I'm going to have to come back and kick it with you again.
Man.
But my closing statements is that right now, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to find a new home for the world-famous VIP record sign. My goal is I'd like to open a Black Music Museum that would tell my last 50 years in the record business. And the museum would be a classic place that will, when you walk in, the first thing you're going to see is 50 years ago. You'll see the 45, you'll see the 8-track tape, you'll see the LP. So I envision great-grandmama, granddad coming in with their great-grandkids, and they explaining to them how they used to get down. You know, a reel-to-reel on the wall, a jukebox in there, you know, the 8-track player. And then as you migrate through the museum, it would get more current and stuff until by the time they reach the end of the museum, they would be explaining to her digital downloads, holograms, and all that kind of stuff. So it would be a full circle museum. The museum would also have a recording studio, radio podcast area, a multimedia center to teach kids computer skills, and then, of course, a classic gift shop. But these things will only be made possible with the help of everybody.
Say it. That's what I'm talking about.
Customers, artists, entertainers, athletes. You know, I need everybody that graduated from Poly to show up.
Real talk, family. Before we get up out of here, my man, can you want to share your clothing line with the family before we get up out of here, fam bam? Well,
video shoot.
Oh snap! Okay. What you got for us? We got 2 minutes.
You're on camera. 2 minutes. Here we go. All right.
Well, let me. No, don't show it yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. He wants to. Okay, it's all good. But
he's also in the metaverse over there. If you go to Creative Artists Magazine, you will see some of his designs in there. You will check him out. He's hanging up in the metaverse in our gallery.
Definitely.
And you never know who you might run into
Well, this is my reality. I just been offered a deal for $250,000 with my clothing brand.
Wow.
Okay, good deal.
I don't want that deal.
Why now?
Because she wants 60% of my company. I'm not taking it. I didn't design this to somebody too much.
I like that. Yeah, that's the business mind. Well, family, that's what it is here on the all-new platform called The Show. We got VIP CEOs and executives up in the building. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll holler back at you next week. here on the only platform called The Show. If you didn't know, now you know. Giga!
I love the West Side. It's time to party. Whenever Superman is in the house. I love the East Side. It's time to party. Whenever Superman is in the house.
I like playing on the West Side, even though I'm best playing on the East Side. As long as y'all got my black, then it's alright. But we can do it from the night till the daylight. I got something for my place that can feel me. And all the critics in the press trying to kill me. I force it around my body that can shield me. There's nothing left for you to do but try to feel me.
I took a stand in the 90s, shook but unturning. It's the fact that Shaq could leave a cold track burning, leaning low in the Tahoe, my whole crew to follow. A convoy, $100,000 cars follow. Keep your eyes on the biggest big man in the era, whether it's rap or ball and Rico Gates bring the terror. DWIS to the end, the world is mine, and I'ma shine from now to 99. I'm known for breaking backboards easy, leaving comp shook slippy like they greasy. Pockets ain't cheesy, believe me. You can stack your chips on the remix and still couldn't see me. Now see me, run to the border, hit the water, cause your style and your profile is out of order. I flow like a river, none come bigger. It's a fact, Big Shaq is just one bag.
I like playing on the West Side, even though I miss playing on the East Side. As long as y'all got my back and it's alright. But we can do it from the night until the daylight. I got something for my place that can feel me. And all the kids in the press trying to kill me. I force it around my body that can shield me. There's nothing left for you to do but try to feel me.
We can cut through the red tape and bust through the fakers. Keep your eye on Big Shaq and put your money on the Lakers. I'm guaranteed to do what? I repeat, I'm guaranteed to bring it to your face indeed. Type of brother who can stay up all night